All right, picture this. A dusty street in a town called Old Fiat. The sun is blazing high in the sky. Everyone's holding their breath because a duel is about to go down. But you know, this isn't your typical Western. This is a showdown for your money, your time, and your entire financial future. So let's see who's going to draw first.
You know, the biggest threats to your hard-earned wealth, they're not always some obvious villain in a black hat. Nah, sometimes they're buried deep inside the system's plumbing. An obscure rule, a forgotten footnote. And this quote, it just nails it. You can lose everything, not because you made a bad bet, but because you didn't even know the rules of a game that was rigged right from the very start.
So, let's meet our two contenders, shall we? In this corner, we've got the Big Bad Sheriff, H.R. 5404. He represents the old world, the world of force and coercion. And in the other corner, a new kind of hero rides into town, the ERC 3643 Kid. And get this, he's not carrying a six-shooter. His weapon is something way more powerful, compliance that's literally built into the system.
Okay, first things first, let's get to know this new lawman. The sheriff, he looks imposing, right? His plan sounds legit on the surface, but he represents a very, very real danger to every single person in the town of Old Fiat.
So the sheriff, he's promising a return to a gold standard. But if you read the fine print, you'll see it's a trap. His whole plan, this digital reset, it creates a one-way door. If you're stuck holding the old paper money, you could be permanently locked out of the new asset-backed system. Just locked out for good.
So you might be asking, how does the sheriff actually enforce his will? Well, his weapons aren't pistols. They're rules, regulations, and every single one is designed to catch you completely off guard and strip you of your assets before you even know what hit you. And here it is, his first ambush, the 2026 tax trap. The sheriff's new AI deputies, they watch every single asset sale. And if you can't pull up a receipt from, I don't know, years ago, the AI just assumes you got that asset for free, and then it taxes you, not on your profit, but on the entire sale price.
This really just illustrates the danger perfectly. It's all automated. There's no human oversight. You could sell your silver, make a tiny profit, and still walk away with less money than you started with, because the AI just vaporized half of its value in taxes. It's literally a wealth-destroying machine.
Now think of this rule as the sheriff's trigger finger, the T+1 settlement rule. It means brokers have to settle their trades in just one day. So what happens if there's a market panic? Well, algorithms will automatically sell your best assets to raise cash instantly. No questions asked, no mercy.
And this is what that looks like. One day, silver is a totally healthy asset. The next, a T+1 event triggers a massive automated sell-off, and the price just gets crushed overnight. Not because silver lost its inherent value, but because an algorithm, just following the sheriff's rules, forced to sale.
Man, a system this rigged, it seems impossible to beat, right? So how in the world does the ERC 3643 Kid even stand a chance? Well, it all starts with a completely different way of thinking, a whole new mindset.
So, while everyone in the sheriff's saloon is biting their nails, totally obsessed with the fluctuating dollar price, the kid is playing an entirely different game. He's value-centric. His goal isn't a higher dollar number, it's a higher ounce count. He's focused on one thing, accumulating more physical weight of real, sound money.
See, the kid doesn't mess around with paper promises. His wealth is in Tier 1 assets. We're talking physical gold and silver. This is his trump card. These things execute value just by existing. They have zero counterparty risk, and they can't be printed into oblivion by the sheriff or his buddies at the central bank.
So when the sheriff's T+1 rule forces that price to drop down to $82, the kid doesn't panic. He doesn't sell. No, he sees a discount. He knows this is just a temporary mechanical blip, and he uses the sheriff's own volatility against him to stack more weight, buying up every single ounce those algorithms are being forced to dump.
But here's the thing. The kid doesn't ride into town alone. He's got a posse, a whole crew of unbreakable trust layers that make his entire system work. And this, my friends, is where compliance by design really comes to life.
First up, in the posse, Notary chain. Think of this as the ultimate human checkpoint. Actual civil law notaries verify the intent of everybody involved before any transaction can even happen. This literally turns your agreement into computer code, making it the undeniable law of that transaction. Next, he's got his deputies, the Lex node operators. These guys provide the technical trust. They create a permanent, unchangeable digital fingerprint for every single transaction. This makes sure every deal is transparent and auditable, leaving absolutely no room for the sheriff's shady backroom deals.
And what if there's some kind of dispute? Well, the kid isn't going to drag you into the sheriff's slow, paper-jammed court system. Nope, the robot referee steps in. It enforces the contract terms automatically, instantly converting legal awards into unstoppable payouts. No judge, no jury, just code-enforced justice. So, with this brand new mindset and his absolutely unbeatable posse, the kid is ready. He's ready to deliver the final blow, a move that makes the sheriff's power completely and totally irrelevant.
And this is the moment the whole town just gasps. The kid asks a simple question that changes absolutely everything. What if you could spend your assets without ever having to sell them?
The answer? It's called tokenized credit mining. It's a way to use the value of your physical assets right at the point of sale, without ever selling the actual atoms. It's like being in two places at once. You hold on to your gold and you spend its value at the same time. You've just achieved financial escape velocity.
And in the end, the duel is decided. The sheriff's system of coercion and all his hidden rules, it just leaves the townspeople holding worthless paper, their time and their purchasing power stolen by inflation. But the kid's system of compliance and sound money, it empowers them. It preserves their wealth and gives them true financial sovereignty.
The duel is over. The townspeople are no longer victims of a rigged game. They hold the hard reserves, they issue their own transactions, and they operate on a system built on trust and transparency, a system that the big bad sheriff simply cannot break.
And that leaves us with one final provocative thought. When you have the tools, the mindset, and the technology to control your own financial destiny, to literally become your own central bank, what power do the old sheriffs of the world truly have over you?